Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Etude, back with another Ash vs. Evil Dead video log. This is going to be episode 9, Bound in Flesh, which I just finished watching for the second time because, there was a bit of a time between when I first watched it and the time of this video log, so I decided to go ahead and watch it again just so I was fresh. Oh, and welcome to my bed. I hope you like it. The sheets are brand new. They still got that new sheet smell. I aired it out a little bit today, so maybe make for some better sleeping tonight. So, episode 9, season 1, Bound in Flesh. We are almost at the end of this thing. One episode left after this. And so the premise of this one, Ash and company, Pablo and Kelly, by, uh, by that, I mean, they're back at the cabin, and, they left the previous episode at a bit of a cliffhanger. The second Ash, uh, evil Ash showed up again, and him and the real Ash were fighting with each other. Um, Pablo and Kelly show up here. They have to do the routine where they decipher between which is the real Ash and which one is the fake one, or the evil one in this case. And um so after that little test, it's time to dismember a few corpses and send the body parts all over the place so that they don't reform. Unfortunately, a couple of Australian hitchhikers hit on the scene, or maybe they're New Zealand. I'm not quite sure. They had said New Zealand casting, so they're shoot they're shooting this thing in New Zealand, I think. Anyway, point being, there, yeah, some not hitchhikers. Did I say hitchhikers? I meant just hikers. And Pablo and Kelly take it upon themselves to lead the hikers as far away from the cabin as possible, just to be safe. Just to be safe. And guess how well that works. Yeah. Hiker casserole. Enough said. But I'm quite. I find myself quite amused with this episode. They don't shy away from their dark humor. The Deadites got uh, their hand in the back of the heads of two of the hitchhikers, and they're actually manipulating their mouths like puppets at one point, which I could tell how they did it. It's pretty standard. Just you can hold your hand to the back of somebody's head, and they'll just um. But other than that, I just say it was a well accomplished effect. Um, the scene in question was quite humorous. Ruby finally makes her reappearance. She come and here is where I'm kind of baffled. She comes flying in, and lands right next to Pablo and the Deadite while they're fighting each other. And it's at a point where Pablo's getting choked by this thing, and I was just kind of like, you did see how she came in here, right? What? what kind of powers does this person have? It seems like there's a little bit more explained by the end of the episode. Um, However, Ruby's plan here to get rid of the book is to it's a bit tricky, but it requires transferring ownership over to herself. And that doesn't mean just by taking the book and running with it. No, that means taking the book, stabbing it with the Kandarian dagger, and um, and effectively killing it in that sense. But not before one scene where they actually deface the thing. They use the dagger to carve the face off of the front of the book. Um, Pretty diabolical. Uh, the book here's something though that I really did appreciate. I really did think was nice and fresh. There's a point where the book itself gets a hold of somebody's blood, and I guess it absorbs it like a sponge or something. It takes a nice big gulp out of it, and it comes to life, and it actually starts talking to Ash. I don't know that they. I'm pretty sure they hadn't done anything like this before. Um, where the book itself is actually talking. We all know it has a face, and uh, that could be just like the lore of the film say. It's a book bound in human flesh, so that could just be someone's face peeled off and slapped cheaply on the front of the book, and we wouldn't necessarily know. Although with the first Evil Dead film, they do have that they do have that book making faces and the tongue sticking out, so that's sort of been there from the get go. They've done things with they did things with the face on the front of the book in Army of Darkness as well. So yeah, I guess pick your canon. Choose your lore there. Uh, Having it actually talk is something new, and it's trying to do the whole routine where it says, "Oh, if you destroy me, Ash, you will go back to just being a regular clerk at a store again. Not really have anything much of a life, not accomplish much of anything." And I'm looking at this thing, and I was kind of curious looking at it because I know that there's a prop book. But how are they pulling this off? It looks like the face is very cheaply the face is very cheaply moving with the it it's just some eyebrow action going up and down, and the mouth movement is and it's incredibly off sync. Actually, I'm pretty sure that was a deliberate choice. The mouth movement with the speech being off sync. Um, I was thinking, okay, is this a prop? Is this practical, or is this or you could totally just get a shot of the book and then hook it up in After Effects. Um, I could do it probably. Just to just have the computer digitally move parts of the book face that you can normally move. It's just a simple, easy effect, and and to go with it, what also throws me off a little bit is they seem to have this eruption going on inside of the mouth of this thing as it talks. So it's I don't know, a little fireball building up in there or something. Um, yeah, it's it. I was thinking, okay, what is this? Is this an entirely special effects shot or what? I watched the how to after they made the episode after they showed it, and they said actually it was a puppet. So they're going all out again to try and make this thing old school with a little bit of new school. I could appreciate that. Um, they also mentioned one particular moment. The like I said, the face of the book has to get carved off, and at one point during the climax of the episode, the face of the book levitates off the ground and slaps onto Pablo's face, and he's kind of wearing it like Jim Carrey in The Mask, you know. It's got that same sort of effect, like "Ah!" You remember in The Mask when he first puts on the mask, it sort of conforms to his face, oddly. Um, I'm looking at this and saying, well, they could in theory just take that thing and she, you know, wrap it around his face. What they did, what they did was a little bit more sophisticated, actually. They created a mold of the actor's face, and then from there, they they created a mask of the front of the book. So what you're looking at is a fresh prop there, which okay, and you had me fooled. No wonder it looks like it fits so well. I don't know. How did I like this episode? Hmm, pretty enjoyable. It really has me wondering. I've only got one episode left, and I just want to see how this all comes to fruition, at least for now, because we know there's a season two. Um, anyway, that's all I really have for now. Um, I guess keep keep the comments coming if you want me to do more of these video logs. Also, if you'd like to suggest another location other than my bed, although you gotta admit it's pretty comfy, right? I mean, just being right here next to me in my bed. Ooh, I'm messing with you. Okay, I'm probably gonna regret saying that. Um, yeah, thumbs up, share this video or what have you, if you like it enough, and I'll keep doing them. All right, ciao for now, y'all.